Well, hello, welcome to this Smackdown live stream. I'm Dave in real life. Welcome, hello. How is everyone doing? Just wait for people to join the chat. Started a little bit early, but as always, hello, Jesse Jackhammer. How are you doing? How are you, my friend? Are you ready for Smackdown? Drew, hello, shout out to you. Stephen, yeah, he put a comment in earlier. Hopefully he comes back in. He should be. Hopefully we see him. You're good. Nice one, Jesse. Nice one, buddy. Yeah, pretty, not much as way of matches tonight. There's two matches been announced. One from last week, which Kiana James will be taking on. Let's just go to it, actually. I've almost forgot what match it was. There we are. So it's Tiffany Stratton versus Kiana James tonight. So yeah, and the My Family Tree are in action against Ray Phoenix and Nakamura. So Nakamura's like a face now, which is very interesting. Arizona, finally, yes. Last minute, taking a leaf out of Liverpool's box apparently. Last minute Leeds. Congratulations to you, Leeds 2025. Good to win today. Yeah, so that's awesome. Great start to the weekend for y'all. Seems like ages since we last live stream. I know it was only Tuesday, but flipping heck. Oh, there's some bits that we need to go through. There's a whole thing about what Goldberg, the flipping boomer, has said about Asuka, calling her some girl. So we're going to have a look back at some of the accolades and that what Asuka has achieved throughout a wrestling career. So that's going to be interesting. Last minute leads. We cancelled in. We conceded in the last minute. It was the first half that we scored. All right. I thought it was. All right. Somebody said it was last minute. The one in the last minutes. I didn't watch the game, to be honest, so I have no idea what actually went off. Just saw those you won. That's the main thing. Some dodgy reporting. But anyway, you won the game. Who cares? Chef Wednesday deducted 12 points as well today, going into administration. So good news and bad news for them, to be quite honest with you. Third and 15th minute we scored. All right. Tom, hello, shout out to you. I didn't watch the game. I just saw something about last minutes. And it's like, why are you reporting that the other team scored in the last minutes then? What the flip is that about? You don't report the last minute thing if the team didn't win. Dylan, hello, shout out to you. Boom, boom, boom. Aha, didn't watch the game, Dave. At SmackDown. No, I don't have Sky Sports. I don't have Sky Sports, dude. So why would I watch it? I'm not paying £14.99 to watch Leeds United. Fuck that. No, I'm not paying for a game that I don't give a shit about. Liverpool are on tomorrow on TNT. I've got TNT, so I'll be watching that. No watch along for it because obviously we've got Halloween Havoc. And plus I'd be pretty much tired from being with my daughter all day, so that is out of the window. Looking forward to tonight's show. Low expectations. I don't know why there's low expectations because there's not really that much been announced for it. I know we've got Dragunov. He's on the show. He's going to be putting a promo. MFT are in action against Ray Phoenix and Nakamura. We've got Tiffany Stratton versus Kiana James. That's pretty much what's been scheduled. Other than that, not much. I think Cody's on the show, of course. They'll be building to Saturday night's main event next weekend. So, yeah, it's I don't know. It's the answer to the question about tonight. It's going to be interesting. I thought you did. No, I don't have Sky. Dave, guess what? Oh my God, that's an old question from the past. Go on, let me guess. Is the NBA getting this week getting much coverage in the US? No, we don't give a fuck. No, it's not making the news here, David Paul. Unfortunately, we don't care. We've got no horses in that race, my friend. No, we're not interested. That is the last thing we're interested in. We're on about migrants and immigrants coming over on boats. That's what our news is about. Low expectations is probably because of no Pam. Yeah, no Pam. But we have got Tiffany Stratton. So, pros and cons. David, no. Now, we saw it was from Fox News on YouTube. I'm staying up for Halloween Havoc. I will be in the stream. Yeah, the stream's set up, ready to go. Once this stream goes down, I'll set up this little bit. But yeah, I'm looking forward to Halloween Havoc. It's going to be a lot of fun. Anytime that you get to watch Mr. Iguana, it's always a little bit of fun and excitement. And I'm looking forward to the match. I'm looking forward to his Ethan Page versus Dr. Wagner Jr., to be honest. If I'm being honest, I think that's the match that I'm looking forward to. Also, I've got news, but I will tell you in tomorrow's stream. Ooh, that's intriguing. Man, that it's got to have some, like, oh my God, Leeds has got an announcement. This is as big as Tony Khan on AEW. This is awesome. The anticipation. Make sure you join tomorrow night for Leeds' big announcement. I'm going to big it up. It best not be a disappointment now. We're going to big it up. We're going to have hype it. Going to hype train Leeds' big announcement. Boom, boom, boom. Our news is about some accidentally being let out of the prison. UK is a joke. Yeah, about people coming in and people getting out. That's what our news is about. It's like the Okie Kokie. Who's Tony Khan? Fearing for his life. That's what Tony Khan is. Anyway, let's go into some of the stuff. The news. Obviously, we've got some stuff happening tonight. There is that match. Boom. We'll click on it. So we've got Ray Phoenix, Nakamura, who's face now. He's a face. Who knew? Against MFT. 2 guys versus 5. That is scary shit. I wonder if the Wyatts get involved in that. So that could be fun. Lily Dragunov. I've heard of Tony Khan. He's fearing for his life. Here's Lilia Dragunov, the US champ. I wonder if he will do an open challenge going forward. It'd be interesting to see him do it. And then we have got the contract signing or just a face-to-face between these two. Cody and Drew, who will face at Saturday night's main event. Khalid, hello, bud. A certain Irish guy is in dazes, pretending to have a younger brother and being him. Huh? Pretending to be have a younger brother. Oh, is he doing that stick again? Oh, I don't care. Well, it's not interesting. I heard it again. I heard it's an open challenge. Hopefully they do an open challenge with Lillian Dragunov. Hopefully they keep that going. Because I like that. I like that originally. Dave, we might see Uncle Howdy. Well, Sister Abigail solo. I don't know if you get to see him do a Sister Abigail to solo, but they are MFT are on the show tonight. We've got Tiffany Stratton versus Kiana James. Well, hopefully they give Kiana James a little bit more of a run out. Interesting news, the Wyatts have passed 100 days as tag team champions. So that's very interesting. Right, so they've passed 100 days. Drew telling me that it's Smackdown. It is, my friend. It is Smackdown tonight, buddy. Why did I include this? Because we've got some news on War Games. So the plan for the men's War Games match, WWE Survivor Series, still for team led by CM Punk and Roman Reigns to face the team led by The Vision. So they're still pretty much doing that. So it's still going to be CM Punk, Roman Reigns working together against The Vision. Who the other participants are in this is, since many have asked as a press time, the men's War Game match was still a Punk Roman Reigns team against the Vision team. Some thoughts with the injuries they would have changed it to the Wyatts versus the MFTs, since they are clearly doing a multi-person program as well. So yeah, it looks like we're still doing CM Punk. Right, I'll get to that in a minute, David Paul. That's not for. What's that? Lilia has stated he will continue the Open Challenge. All right, that's cool. To Paul Phoenix Nakamura. Yes, I know it's a tag match. It's not a foreign. I know. I was joking. It's going to be two members of the MFTs against Nakamura and taking on all five of them would have been insane. Don't believe Wrestling Observer. So there's still a plan there from Wrestle Talk, who have said that JBL has stated that he has named his top 5 most underrated big men ever in wrestling. What do you think of this? I just sent you the video on your backup account. Yeah, okay, cool. Oh, I did see the video. Yeah, I can't play it because I don't have the sound on here, which for good reason, because of copyright. Earlier, it's open challenge until he loses, like Sammy did. Some people think he's bonkers, but he loves LFC. How you doing, mate? Roman said to the Usos, "I don't want to see until Christmas why the 6 versus MST War Games still happen." Well, if people put enough pressure on WWE and want that match to happen, then it will happen. But obviously, putting Roman and CM Punk together as a team captains, it's easy because they're big names. The Wyatts and the MFTs are not big names. They're not going to sell a pay-per-view, unfortunately. CM Punk and Roman Reigns will sell a pay-per-view versus the Vision. They are big names. So, yeah, as much as people want the Wyatt 6, they're just not big enough. In my opinion, that's not going to sell a pay-per-view. The casuals are not interested in the Wyatts. The casuals are not interested in the MFTs. They're just not. People are interested in CM Punk, Roman Reigns. It's clear, and they can't do a match between them two because there's just no build to it. Whereas this kind of build there with the Vision. What if Santos? He's not, because he's on Monday Night Raw. Santos Escobar has moved to Monday Night Raw. He will be on Raw, I think, this Monday. So, no, is the answer to that question. Do we get a Sammy rematch? I'm not happening, Khalid, according to my sources. Dave versus MST Survivor Series. I'm taking them all on, yeah. So yeah, the underrated big men. Undertaker's not underrated, so that's bullshit. Number one. Kane's not underrated. Yeah, it's like literally no. Dan Hansen, tick, yes. Bruiser Brody, tick, yes. Vader and Mark Henry, yeah, I'd agree. But them two, absolutely no. They're over. They're where they need to be. They are the big men. So I don't know what he's talking about. Underrated. These two are definitely not underrated. So JBL, I think. So honourable mentions to nods to Ortino once, Don Lido, Jonathan, Yokozuna, Kevin Nash. I feel that Yokozuna and Kevin Nash get enough recognition as big men. These two probably would have been more on the list because I don't really know who they are. But yeah, that's a bit weird. JBL, what a weird post. Undertaker and Kane. Right, I know this is going to be no music for you guys and totally out of context, but you probably enjoy it with it having no music. It's Carmen Petrovic, it's Kendall Gray, and it's Ren Sinclair all dancing. Can't play the music because of copyright, but do you need music? Does it need to have music? Did someone order a triple dipper? We could just watch this on loop all night long. Let's just watch this all that night long on loop. Three of my favourite female wrestlers. They've get the tissues. Anyway, enough of that. But you kind of get it, don't you? You could add your own music. Yeah, Santos will appear on Monday Night Raw this Monday. What's that? Manson and Brody for the tag teams. David Hansen never wrestled for WWE. Stanley Hilarion Hansen, he never wrestled for WWE. He did NWA and was huge in Japan. Never wrestled for Vince. Which is insane. James Chadwick, hello, shout out to you. Dave, get the tissues. Good luck tomorrow, James and Dave. What for? We play Brentford. Brentford away. Hopefully we continue our run. Shinsuke Nakamura says he wants a run with the World Heavyweight Championship. Would you be down for that? A Nakamura title run? I think he deserves it. I think he deserves another shot at the championship. He deserves to be champion, right? On the main roster, for sure. He's got enough time left. Bit about Bayley. Of course, I have had to include Bayley. Bayley says she's got to be tag team partners with Lara forever. Look at these two. So cute together. Yeah, I've got a bit about Lara in a minute. I think that Triple A is on tomorrow before Halloween Havoc. Yeah, it's not televised. It's not televised, dude. It's not on. So you can't cover it. I know it's the Wyatts, but it's not televised. Friendly reminder, WWE programmings will start at 11. Best next week due to the UK turning the clocks back. Yes, we turn our clocks back tomorrow night. So basically, we start at 11. We're starting at 11 tomorrow, just normal time. But by the time we finish the stream, it might be 3, 4 o'clock normally, but it'd be back to like 2 o'clock or something like that. So yeah, it's going to be very weird because we gain an hour. So we're doing a watch along. We'll be going to bed an hour earlier than what we started. It's mental. Because I think it goes to 2 o'clock, we go back to 1 o'clock. Or is it 1 o'clock back to 12 o'clock? It's something daft like that. So it's going to be very, very weird. So the times are going to be. Unfortunate thing is, there's only NXT we're actually doing next week. We're not doing Raw or SmackDown. So NXT, yeah, will be an hour earlier. So we'll be starting at Instead of midnight, we'll be starting at 11. Why is an American telling us that? Like, yeah, like we don't know. Yeah, if we live in the UK, we know. Stan Anson, wrestled for Vince Senior. Yeah, but that's senior, not junior. Bruno's neck in WWF, but never wrestled for Vince. That's what I was saying. Never wrestled for Vince. So never starred in the actual WWF as we know it. Actually forgot until David said it. So yeah, during our watch along tomorrow, we will be going back an hour. SmackDown will be at 12 a.m. for us. Yes. SmackDown, Raw will be, NXT will be, and SmackDown. All three shows next week will be at midnight rather than 1 o'clock. That's the best way of explaining it, guys. So NXT will be starting at 11, not at 12. Because I didn't think people would. Didn't want people to be late next week. We wouldn't, because we'd be on time, because our clocks would have told us what time the shows was. we can tell time. This was interesting. I like this. Braun Breaker planned to become World Heavyweight Champion, but WWE decided Saturday night's main event would not be the right time or place. Which is, yeah, I think if you're going to stick the top championship on Braun Breaker, it needs to be at a top show, a Royal Rumble, or like a Money in the Bank, a proper PLE, not a Saturday night's main event. I think if you're going to make this guy look huge, don't put him on a B show. It's got to be an A show. So, yeah, maybe. Could Braun Breaker win the Royal Rumble in Saudi Arabia? But then you'd putting him in that big high spot at WrestleMania, aren't you? Maybe he gets a match against CM Punk at Royal Rumble. Don't know. If you're putting it won't be CM Punk. If they're gonna put a title on Braun Breaker, they'll have him beat Jey Uso. They're not gonna have him beat CM Punk. At least Blake Monroe will become champion tomorrow. You know what? No, I've started to change my mind on that a little bit, because it was something that Day said on his unseen video afterwards, or the comments video, that, what if Daria gets too comfortable with the championship? What if she starts defending it as if it's her own? And we see that build rather than her lose it for Sol Ruka. So then when Sol Ruka becomes fit again, Zari is very reluctant to give the championship back. And that's when the feud starts. I'm more intrigued with that than the other way around, if I'm being honest. Yeah, I don't know. So, we're talking about Lyra. It's happy 29th birthday day for Lyra Valkyria. Yes, it's her birthday today, 29 today. Celebrate her in there. She looks happy being 29. God, would love to be 29 again. I think Punk was meant to win Rumble. With Seth's injury changed it. So I see Braun or Randy winning the Rumble. I think on top of Daisy's list is that Sammy wins it because it's in Saudi Arabia. But I don't know. Do you give Braun Breaker a top spot at WrestleMania? That's the only down point that I have with him winning the Rumble, because he'd have a main event slot at WrestleMania. I'm not sure Braun Breaker's ready. I think he's about another year off, to be honest. Just my personal opinion. I think it can be champion, sure, but WrestleMania is a bit too big for him. If I'm being honest, he's not selling a WrestleMania card. It would make no sense for Zarya to lose. Then it would also make no sense for her to turn heel. Yeah, it's a weird one, but no, she doesn't have to turn heel. It's you get comfortable with the championship, you start defending it as she is the champion, and it's so Ruka what looked like, hang on, you're not the champ, I am. And it's like she forgets She gets too comfortable with the championship and forgets that it's actually Saruka's championship. And that's where it gets muddled. I think CM Punk wins the championship or Elimination Chamber in Chicago in his hometown. Ah, right, okay. Good point that we have got that coming up soon. New Orleans, obviously, has got Money in the Bank, and it's on a Sunday. I don't know if I've checked my dates yet to see if we're doing it, but it's on a Sunday for a change. Maybe there's a big, massive UFC event on the Saturday, and I don't want it to. Oh no. Yeah. So yeah, I think it's World Cup as well, isn't it? I think Days was saying it was the World Cup. So we have got September the 6th, 2026. Money in the Bank on a Sunday rather than a Saturday. I think tonight we will find who is the attacker. Yeah, I think they will do that tonight, to be honest. Who do you expect it to be? I want it to be somebody that we don't think of. I mean, it probably is the MFTs, but maybe it's Randy. That would be fun if it was Randy. Seth versus Braun, night one, main event, WrestleMania would be fun. That's if Seth is back in time for Mania. It looks like he could be past that. This has caused quite the rumble on social media. I don't know how old it is, but Goldberg states that WWE had some girl surpass his undefeated streak. I've heard that statement a long time ago, but he called Asuka some girl. Some girl. Is a tit, is a bell end. Don't like Goldberg. Obviously, this is all played out. Asuka has replied to Goldberg's comment. This some girl will always be 10 times better wrestler than you will ever be. You old part-timed bitch. That's so good. But I do have some accolades that I want to go through with that in a bit. I mean that when she turns heel, if she does win the belt, would make more sense if Sol turned since Saruka lost to the belt. Right, okay. Yeah, I think they might do it that way. I think Saria will lose. Monroe wins the title. But I kind of like it the other way as well. Money in the Bank is on a Sunday before the NFL season starts, also before Labor Day. I don't think it plays in any factors of the NFL or Labor Day, to be honest. There's the World Cup on at the exact same time. I think that would be more reason to move the days. Because the NFL will start on the Monday or that weekend. Why would they want to compete with that? That one came out in 2017 or something. I think that Randy Orton punt kicked Jacob Fatu. Goldberg sucks. Glad he has retired. Yeah, I think this is old news, but it's just reappeared. But I'll go back to the Liv Morgan bit in a minute. But just look at this. This is why I wanted to include it, right? It's just the roll call. I mean, let's just go through this. This is Asuka's career. Some girl. I mean, let's deep dive into this. So this is her accolades. So since being in WWE, she's one-time NXT Women's Champion. She's one-time WWE Women's World Champion, three-time Women's Champion, four times Tag Team Champion, double champion once, Triple Crown Champion, Grand Slam Champion, longest NXT and Tag Team reign, longest undefeated streak in WWE, Money in the Bank winner, Elimination Chamber winner, sole survivor of Survivor Series match, War Game match winner, inaugural match challenge winner, Inaugural last woman standing match winner. I mean, look at the list of flipping achievements here. Inaugural women's TLC match winner. Had the most matches than any other wrestler in 2020. Main evented triple Raws, NXT, SmackDowns, and PLEs. Ranked 5th on the 50th women superstars list by WWE. Female competition competitor of the year, NXT 2016-2017. They missed out the year there for some reason. Overall competitor of the year, NXT 2017. This is Japan and elsewhere. So, Neo, tag team champion once, 2-time Smash Diva champion, 2-time Wave tag team champion. I mean, flipping heck. Honestly, this is just some girl. I mean, you can read through these yourself. But flipping heck, the accolades. Look at the. How is this some girl? How is this? It's just where round about here is where Goldberg career ends. Do you know what I mean? And that's outside of WWE. Mate, I mean, some girl, Asuka, has done a lot. Goldberg needs to just fuck off and retire and just leave wrestling to people what know what they're fucking doing. The fucking overrated twat. Anyway, per W Insider, expectations within WWE, Liv Morgan could return in the ring early 2026. So Royal Rumble, basically. Expect to see her at the Rumble in Saudi Arabia. So if you turn Zarya heel, Izzy Dane turn on Paxley, you're losing 2 tag teams in NXT. Like they give a shit about tag teams in NXT. They don't care, do they? They don't care. The tag division, the female tag division, is fluid as shit. Honestly, as one team builds, they'll chop it in half and bring another team in. It's just there is no tag division in the women's. It doesn't exist. Asuka, Bailey, Sasha, Drew, Randy, Roman. Carried 20 as well. Yeah. Completely agree. Bailey really surged through that time. Drew McIntyre. Yeah, completely. Jay did in some respect. That's where main event Jay really came into his own during the pandemic. Yeah, Bailey and Asuka had the biggest years of the females. Is there any more? Oh yes, this is the injured list. This is the current injury list within wrestling. I wanted to share this, of course. NXT and tag teams, both men and women's are dead. Yeah, they just don't exist. So Seth Rollins, we know. Chad Gable, we know. Kevin Owens, we know. We've got Liv Morgan. Not really sure why Bianca's still on this list, to be honest. She was out with her hand. I don't know what's got even more complicated for her. We haven't seen her since WrestleMania. She's kind of just gone. I don't even know when she's returning. Just disappeared altogether. Zoe Stark, she's on the mend. She's back in training. We know that Liv Morgan's back in training. Got Piper Niven. Oh, good, we still got half an hour. Oh, it's got another film coming on. Gunter should be returning for John Cena's retirement match. We're just starting to see him re-emerge anyway. Piper Niven, Rey Mysterio, Big E, probably will never return back to the ring. Rhea Ripley apparently is on this list. Reason why Brock knows. Jacob Fatu getting his teeth done. Had some complications with his teeth. Or tough if you're from the middle of the country. Would we still count Big E? He's like, it's just like counting Edge in 2015 injury list. Yeah, I don't really see Big E being a part of that list, to be quite honest with you. Yeah, I don't know. It's like I say there, Gunter's on the verge of coming back. Liv Morgan's on the verge of coming back. Zoe Stark is in training at the minute. Are you defending their tag team titles against NXT opponents then? Yes, we see them defending NXT opponents then. We'll look at their tag teams in NXT females. They're not actually proper tag teams. Easy Dane and Tatum Paxley don't really wrestle as a tag team. They're more like support each other. And it wouldn't surprise me if we don't get some kind of something tomorrow night where Izzy Dane gets jealous of Tatum Paxley. I don't think Tatum Paxley works out as the world champion, which sucks because I would love it if she did. David Paul's post. There is Lillian Jagunoff. Can't play it because of copyright. So this is what somebody's put it all day, says his predictions for the Royal Rumble. Lara Valkyria wins the women's. Sami Zayn wins the men. I don't know. I don't know about Sami Zayn. I love him, but WrestleMania, main event in WrestleMania? Think no. I just think no. I don't know. What do you think? Because I'm a little bit off on that. This woman got escorted off. These police were a little bit handsy with her. She did have her top off, and they were trying to cover her up. Facing calls to be fired after arresting her for this. Look, he's just got his hands on her boobs because she's got no bloody top on. She was. I mean, God, in that situation, you might as well have just gone right. Just let her flipping flop her tits out everywhere. Ray, Liv, Zoe are training. They will be back soon. Time gone to Rhea. Will wrestle next week. Yeah, Rhea can wrestle with a face mask. So, yeah, it's not serious. So Stark returns. Hopefully, Royal Rumble return. She's fighting for it. Liv Morgan definitely will make it for the Royal Rumble. I'd like to see Zoe Stark back. US Open Challenge better than Sam will be better than Sammy's. Depends on who accepts the challenge. Love this from earlier. Thea Hale is doing a new Friday news thing. I call it All Hail No Fail Friday news. It's got no love at all. I want her to see it because I want her to. Oh, we can look at this. Mackenzie Dern absolutely shredded ahead of the US. So this is Mackenzie Dern, UFC fighter. Look, oh flipping heck. She's fit, isn't she? Patrick from Ireland, hello, shout out to you. Can share that. She looks fire. And there is Mercedes Monet. I'm surprised she can get through flipping customs with all the titles she's got. Oh, that Bailey sent a post. Lyra Valkyria and Bailey on a Halloween trick or treating. It's so cool. Sammy would main event against Cody, but Sammy can't Mania main eventer. He ain't a rate main. Yeah, that's what I mean. In a lesser PLE, I can see it, but WrestleMania I can't. I know he's main event at WrestleMania before, but that was different. You had the Usos, you had Kevin Owens. There was some weight to it. Whereas this, absolutely, Cody versus Sammy, WrestleMania. When you think that he's going to win Cody at WrestleMania, no. Not buying it. Rhea broke her nose same time last year. She had that face mask for War Games. God, that's so scary coincidence then. Here's somebody else. What's insane crop of talent? So this is what people are talking about here. So we've got Javon Evans, Leon Slater, Agile Blanc. What's that? Zazar, Mike D, and Shagwa Sugars. When we know him, not too sure about these three. Don't really know who Mike D is. But they're saying these are the new up and coming talents. Obviously, Shakwa or Shakwon Sugars is part of the Dark State. If you keep them as a tag team or not, to flag on each other just for a storyline, then you might get a proper women's tag division like the New Day. Yeah, I get that. I can see that. I mean, this is the thing. What we would do is completely different to what they would do. Because I think if we put our heads together as fans, we'd make a pretty decent female tag team division. I'm pretty sure if we could put some really good teams together. I mean, look, Bailey and Lara, that's a great team. I like the chemistry that they've got. Obviously, Lara slapping Bailey brings out the ding dong character. As long as they don't have them turn on each other anytime soon, then I'm down for it. You could do something with Nia in the tag team. Lash Legend and Nia Jax would be fucking awesome as a tag team. Let's use them. We started to do it with BFAB and Meechin, but then they keep having Meechin going for the US title all the time. It's the problem is it's WWE don't put any value into the female tag team division at all. I think with the men's tag team, there's not enough on Raw compared to the tag teams what are on SmackDown. For me, we should do the same with the women's, with the men's, and have just one tag team for all, so that we can defend that tag team titles each and every week on each and every show. So they've got more teams get the opportunity. Having two tag team belts or even three with the NXT is to conquer. Got too many. I mean, NXT tag teams, OTM, Hank and Tank, and whoever else they can throw together. Dark State and Hardy Boys, which Hardy Boys are not NXT. They're TNA. So we're kind of borrowing tag teams. That's just not good. Then other three look like NXT TNA stars in the making. Yeah. I don't know the other three, to be honest. But James probably would. James would be like, oh, I know them. Tazari and Zaruka are teams that are meant to last. Yeah, they're not meant to last. The story. Unfortunately, you got two stories, but are pretty much going to happen at pretty much the same time. But look what they're doing on Raw with Asuka and Kyrie. They're meant to be a tag team at the moment, but it's not going to last because we know that Kyrie's getting treated shit, and we're just going to wait for her to enough is enough, and she attacks Asuka. That's what we're going to be waiting for. That's what we're going to be building for with that. So it's unfortunate that we use these tag teams for this, but that's where we are. Yeah, I mean, that's where we are at the minute. Another Jade Tiffy match at Saturday night's main event. Possibly. NXT is meant to be per person to see how they work. Sean has done none of that since Fraxium. I don't think we see that much development in NXT, to be honest. I think we're using a lot more with Evolve now. I feel like Evolve is now the new NXT. You know what I mean? We'll do all the jiggling around of components and then we'll see how they work on NXT and then boom, straight to main roster. Hopefully Smackdown is good, James. 2 matches announced, so, well, 3 kind of, with the open challenge with Dragunov. But yeah, Tiffany Stratton versus Kiana James. Not really that bothered about that match, if I'm being honest. Kiana James has not exactly been booked that great since her return. And then we've got MFT versus Nakamura and Ray Phoenix. Nakamura, her face now. When did they change that? I mean, they had him lurking in the background, if you remember, with Sami Zayn, and then they just go, no, he's a face. Okay, when did that happen? I know he got attacked, didn't he, a couple of weeks back? Jade injured because that injury would have took out forever. Yeah, she's on the injured list as well. Why wasn't she on that injury list? Surely she'll be on that injury list. That's a good point. Very good point. Yeah, she surely is out. Unless she's back tonight. Who knows? Who knows? Every time Nakamura comes back, he turns. He's like the Big Show 2.0. It is, yeah, you are right. It's a bit weird. It's a bit weird because they kind of threw that on us a little bit. Like I say, he was circling around in the background looking all heelish, going up against Sami Zayn in Australia. Then all of a sudden, MFT came back, they attacked both of them, and now he's a face. It's now a face. So it's weird. It's weird how they've booked him, unfortunately. Because, I don't know. Maybe they just run out of faces. It's interesting. Who? Oh, right. Do they do another fake off between The Miz and Hayes tonight? Because obviously it's an open challenge. Dragunov will be out there waiting. Camel Hayes could come out. Miz could come out. They could have another battle, but obviously we're on a collision course for them too. And we've done 2 fake outs with the open challenge already. What if Austin Theory answered the call? Is he ready? Because he wasn't on that injury list. Would he be ready? Could they have drafted him to SmackDown? Considering the fact that Grayson Waller's pretty much on Raw now with the New Day. Try to think of who would like to see answer the open challenge. Oh, they also forgot that the best wrestler alive, Apollo Crews, injured and despicable stuff. That Apollo Crews is actually back. What happens if he answers the call tonight? Apollo Crews has been. I think has he been on Main Event? I don't watch Main Event, so it's hard to tell who's back and who's not on that show, to be honest. But I think I read a report a bit back that he was back, or very close to being back. So yeah, that could be interesting. It's just trying to think. Obviously, Alistair Black and Damian Priest are still pretty much through in. Obviously, I think we'll see some more stuff with them. OG Apollo Crews is back. SmackDown is saved. I believe so. I think he's fit. I don't think he's on the injury list anymore. Like I say, I don't watch main event, and I think if they were going to have him come back, he'd be on main event. But like I say, don't know. I mean, right? Do MFT get involved tonight in the? Do the White Six get involved in the MFT match tonight? Do we see Howdy? Do we see the Wyatt Six? Main event is where Raw tag teams fight weekly. Oh, is that where the Raw teams fight weekly? Gonna say I don't watch main event. I know it's on YouTube. We could watch it anytime. I just never bother with it. The amount of times they use NXT stars on there. Like I say, I like the open challenge because it could. You know what though? I'd prefer it if they did it like the AEW used to do it, where they'd have some indie talent come in, somebody we don't get to see regular. I'd like them to pick a hometown talent from their independents, get them out. Yeah, there'd be no pop for them, but I would love to see that. Just giving an opportunity to somebody outside of WWE stratosphere, I think would be really fun. They've had LWO, War, Raiders, Creed, Alpha Academy, Los Americanos fight weekly. Is that where the Creeds are? Are they on main event? As people were asking where the Creeds are. So yeah. Police Academy 5 for 5 minutes. Yeah, I would put Naked Attraction on. It was a bunch of cocks. I've had to neck it. Boom, 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 boom. It's the only thing with waiting. You remember when we used to wait on TNT and we'd watch last week's SmackDown and getting ready for this week's SmackDown? We NXT with Netflix, you don't get that. You don't get last week's show. Yeah, that's the way they rally since Chad's injury. Same to Ivy Nile. So yeah, I wondered where they were. I don't know why they're not getting opportunities on the main roster because that tag team division just needs something. I wonder why Stephen can't write in the chat. Said he written it earlier and he's just not popped back in again. Said I'll see you for SmackDown. Stephen, where are you, dude? Not seen your name since you've written the chat earlier. What's going off, bud? Yeah, Ivy Niles should be back as well. I think she's due back. They have the teams. Don't know why they don't use them like SmackDown does, because tag team wrestling is pretty much They like to use it on on one show, not on the other. But then Ivy Nile isn't injured. All right, why they're not using them then? I don't understand. You've got a tag team division on Raw. You've got a tag division on SmackDown. And we just seem to be throwing these single wrestlers together every time. Every time. Every time. Oh, it's just it's fucking mind bending in it. Wrestling. Creative. Pretty sure that AI could probably do a better job, to be for being honest with you. Oh, we're into the final 10 minutes before the show starts. Right, I'm going to quickly nip off to the toilet. That'll be 2 minutes. I'm back. Don't worry. Uh, duh, duh, duh. It's not hard to book tag division. It's just them fight each other weekly and change the teams. Yeah, but for some reason they haven't got the room on the shows to do it because you've got to give 10 minutes to Seth. You've got to give 10 minutes to CM Punk. You've got to give so much time to Roman, and that's them just walking down to the ring. That's what's basically happening there. Has Dave gone? Getting the tissue? No, the tissues are here. They're always here. Different kind of tissue. different kind of reason. Best get over to Netflix before I get too involved in watching Police Academy 5. One of my favourite Police Academy movies, by the way. It's the one not starring Steve Guttenberg, which is amazing. Back to the Future is on Netflix. Do back again. So, just over 2 minutes to go to Smackdown, Smack Raw. I feel that's good when you're getting ready to watch it on SmackDown. You can see the crowd, so you'd be able to spot yourself. Right, got to go. Enjoy SmackDown leads. Shout out to you. Great win for you today. Yeah, see you for Halloween Havoc tomorrow. Full stream, baby. And think, yeah, you can do the full stream because we are gonna gain an hour. So get an hour's sleep, an extra hour's sleep tomorrow night. So it's good. Let's go, says James. Well, if the report I saw is true, I am not watching Saturday Night's Mate next Saturday. You have another wrestlers. What? I'm not watching it anyway. I'm at work. I'm on weekend nights next weekend, so I will not be watching. Unfortunately, no Saturday Night's Main Event watch along for us next weekend, but pretty sucks. So, Leeds, yep, see you later, bud. Enjoy your evening sleeping, and I'll catch you tomorrow, bud. Getting ready for Smackdown. Wonder who starts the show tonight. Probably Cody, as a guess. But with seconds away, let's go! Let's go! Yeah, what? Honestly, the last couple of weeks of SmackDown has been really, really good. So, low expectations, but at least it's not a go home show. But technically it isn't, because next week is the go home for Saturday night's main event. Go! This live event is about to start. I love how they build it up with the seconds and then boom, we get slow it right down again. Boom, boom, boom. You don't get this with USA Network. Yay, boom. Netflix. Then now forever. Somebody actually did a post on Facebook going there missing Logan Paul. I nearly was like, fuck off, missing Logan Paul. It's a big sports weekend in Arizona, Tempe, Arizona. Houston Cougars are going to Arizona this weekend. Really like the new now then for everything. It's old, but they've refreshed it. I don't know. I kind of like the old one, to be honest. The other one, but yeah, it's not bad. I don't mind it. This people are all getting the acknowledgement. So we're going into the Jacob Fatu news. So we saw Smackdown last week where Jacob Fatu got attacked, had teeth missing. Obviously, he's having teeth surgery, so it makes sense. Drew said it wasn't him. But it looks like we're on a collision course for Saturday night's main event. Drew McIntyre vs Cody Rhodes. So Nick Aldis going, if I find out you had anything to do with it. So Cody came out. We saw kind of like an eelish Cody. He used his championship to hit Drew with. People were like in his Cody turning a little bit more heel. I think Cody was just getting revenge for the possibility that he thinks it was Drew what attacked Jacob. To admire a man what can wrestle in his suit. And his trousers did not split. But here's a moment where Cody uses that championship belt, gets disqualified, and then crossroads through onto the announced death nearly. Cody, big crossbody onto Drew and everybody else. So it looks like we're starting with Cody then. Cody is there backstage with the championship. There is Jimmy. Wrestling in a suit was the biggest heel move. Yeah. Gonna say wrestling in a suit, are you mad? You could just split your pants. So Jimmy's gonna go in to look at what happened to Jimmy's gonna look into what happened to Jacob. Oh, Cody asking the question about Jay. I've got a brother in the game, Dustin. You got to do what's right for you, says Cody. So Cody is starting the show because he's just said he's coming out to talk to the people. There's his music. It's always Cody. He's starting the show. Adrenaline in my soul, don't fix something, Cody Rhodes. Anyway, he's not surprised now. We can wrestle in suits. So, oh, we've gone to the old entrance. All right, okay. Well, so we've not done the lavish big screen bit like we normally do. We're doing the little tiny little. Must be just because of the venue that they've changed it. So we've gone back. I think they used that in Leon. Backlash, was it? Not last year, or might have been last year in Backlash. But we've used the little smaller, like entranceway. Oh, have they done it in a bigger? It didn't seem like they're doing it in a barely bigger venue. It's a bigger venue than normal. Is this where Halloween Havoc is? I don't know. I don't know. I don't even know where Halloween Havoc is, to be honest. Let's have a look. Let's go over here. We'll have a look together. Don't know where Halloween Havoc is, to be honest. I would like to think it was this venue. Gotta be careful. blah, blah, blah. Spoiler. Halloween Havoc there. Where does it say? Halloween Havoc men's title. It's in Arizona. So it must be here. It's coming from Arizona. This is from Arizona. So yeah, could be. Oh, what's this? Jamie Garcia, Mike. That's Mike D. Justin Novakovic. So these are the new trainees of NXT. These burly dudes. Yeah, must be from here. What you want to talk about? USC. Boom. Yeah, looks like this is where they're doing Halloween Havoc. Huh. It's a smaller venue. Happy Halloween. Wrestling Rush shout to you, dude. The 1 minute wrestler, everybody's saying hello to Jesse. That is why I think they've got a smaller stage. Could well be. I don't know, but it's from yeah, definitely Halloween Havoc is in Arizona this weekend. Don't know if it's this particular venue or I don't know. Just says Arizona, so Cody's going, do I need to apologise for that? 6 letters, 1 word. Oh, here's Drew. Oh, he's not in the entrance way. Where is he from? Oh, he's just walking through the crowd. Stop. Don't want your apologies. Arizona, you're going to cheer. Odie, you're going to boo me. Tommy, hey, again, bud. Wrestling Ross, shout out to you, my friend. How are you doing, bud? Corporate Kurdi's propaganda. Drew. Yeah, Drew McIntyre is here. So Drew's really playing this that Cody's corporate. Really going for it that it's all a conspiracy against him. That everyone's against Drew McIntyre. Nobody wants Drew McIntyre to be successful. So Drew McIntyre says he's going to finish his story. Elephant in the room, who attacked Jacob Fatu? The WWE announcement is that deal with the Big 12 conference, which Arizona State is a member of last year before, will be at a Big 12 universities before a game on CW next week. Lillian Garcia has signed a new 2-year deal with WWE. That's awesome. Cody is ready to wrestle again in his suit. He trusts his tailor. But is Jimmy taking laws into his own hands? He's gone after Drew McIntyre. So Jimmy thinks that he attacked Jacob, and there, Drew's been thrown over the announce desk. The security team have come to assist to move Jimmy away. So Nick Aldis, I don't know what he said to Jimmy in that bloody office, but he's taken laws into his own hands. Suicide dive takes down Drew into that announce desk. Should Drew even compete next week? More conspiracy. October 3rd was part of the deal. Next week in Salt Lake City is also a part of the deal. All right, okay. Very cool. So Drew, pissed. Oh, who's the guy with the dreadlocks? There's one of the guys, security team, lovely dreadlocked hair. Here's Solo Sikoa. I got Lance Archer vibes from the guy with the flipping multicoloured dreadlocks. Here is the MFTs. So everyone else has got face makeup on apart from Solo. But it looks like we're doing that tag team match. So MFT against Phoenix. Knack. Why have I put a G? So quick chat. So Nakamura was Solo and that just come out as they. Oh, I so think it's MFT what attacked Jacob, you know. So MFT taking on Phoenix and Nakamura. That guy with the dreads kind of looks like someone who was in AEW a few years ago. Yeah, Lance Archer. Gives me Lance Archer vibes. Yeah, I got Lance Hoyt from TNA days, his TNA days, but yeah, Lance Archer vibes. It's not Lance Archer. I can pretty much tell you that, but I got the vibe. It was vibing. We are live November 29th for Survivor Series. The last big PLE. We're then back live for John Cena's farewell. His last match in WWE. We are live on the 13th of December. So, two big, massive dates we are definitely live for. Yeah, we're skipping next weekend, but we're definitely live for them. I haven't checked out Deadline yet, but we could be live for Deadline as well. So, still some big events for 2025 to get our teeth into. I feel like we're watching the ECW again. Yeah. Oh, good commercial breaks. Don't you love USA Network? Boom, boom, boom. You need to do something better with these advert things. You know what? If Netflix are going to put ads on, I welcome it. To be quite honest, it's better than this. It's a lot better than us just going to these flipping random video things with the noise. No, Trench was in AEW for a few months in a group with Swerve. Trench? Who's Trench? What, Lance Archer? Is that his new name? To suit. Well, Lance Archer, one of flipping Don Callis's crooners at one point. No, he was in New Japan as well because he had a match, I think, with John Moxley at Wrestle Kingdom. Who was he facing at Wrestle? Was it Moxley at Wrestle Kingdom? I mean, we're talking a few years ago now. Anyway, it doesn't matter. It wasn't Lance. It wasn't Lance Archer, but it was a Lance Archer ripoff. No, not Lance Archer. No, that guy looked like Lance Archer with the dreadlocks. Go check out a picture of Lance Archer, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Yeah. Survivor Series on Netflix. Obviously, they won't promote Saturday Night's Main Event on Netflix because that is on is it ESPN or Fox Network? Fox Network, in it. Peacock on Peacock, right? It'll be on YouTube for us in the UK. So Jimmy's attacked Drew backstage again after Drew was like having words with Nick Aldis. So it's all kicking off. Still backstage. Going to lead to Jimmy versus Drew tonight. Wow. But honestly, Drew looked proper pissed then. I mean, I mean, that's unreal acting, but he did look actually proper pissed. So MFTs, do we see the Wyatt Six? So Solo Sokoa has got so the two what are wrestling are Tamatonga and JC Mateo. But here comes Ray Phoenix. Quite an unusual team, this, to be quite honest with you. Phoenix. And here comes the Nakamura with his old theme tune. Do, 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 do. Da, na, na. Da, 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 da. God, this tune does bang though. I do like Nakamura's music. Shinsuke Nakamura. So Sami Zayn not medically cleared to compete, so he's not going to be answering the open challenge then. This is like New Japan Pro Wrestling segment. Jeff Cobb's Igaleo. Yeah. There's Ray Phoenix and Penta ever wrestled in New Japan? That's a question. I don't think I've ever seen Penta or Phoenix wrestle in New Japan. So yeah, they're probably the only ones that have never competed. But you are right. Obviously, God, Gorillas of Destiny. In fact, Hikuleo was a part of Gorillas of Destiny, wasn't he? So he is a part of that group. And obviously, Jeff Cobb, AEW as well. I hate that name, JC Mateo. Why can't we just call him Jeff Cobb? Tamatong starting. It's pummeling Nakamura. Yeah, 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 yeah. It's just so we know that it's still him. He looks massive now. So put on the meat. He's done that because he felt like that he was the one what looked like the weaker link of the group. That he was the small guy, and he wanted to bulk up. Takes down Nakamura with flying elbow. I'm surprised they haven't put Tonga lower and Tama Tonga together because they are the team. I don't feel like we've put the right teams together. Like Nakamura and Phoenix as a team, that could work. Sorry, I'm still fighting a cold here. Ray Phoenix jumps in. Having Nicolo as God's little brother is great. Well, he is. They are brothers. Tamatonga and Ikaleo were brothers. Tonga Loa was adopted. Technically still all brothers, though. I don't think WWE trust Tonga Loa. Yeah, I don't think they do either, to be honest. He's kind of just like the hitman part, isn't he? He's botched quite a few times. Double teaming by Nakamura and Ray Phoenix on JC Mateo. Nice drop kick onto Mateo. I do not know what's going off there. I'm glad we got that angle because if we saw that from the other side, that looks like Nakamura's doing something totally different. There's an whole area in the crowd going, what the fuck has Nakamura just done? 6 and 7. Going to a commercial break. It's like JC Mateo and Tamatonga are reorganizing. Nakamura's got JC Mateo back in, kicking him. Tags in Ray Phoenix. Ray Phoenix couldn't get back in because Nakamura was in the way. Big slaps to JC Mateo. Reversal by Mateo, but Ray Phoenix holds onto the rope, delivers a kick to the face of Menez Tamatonga, takes down Ray behind the referee's back. Meets with applause from Solo. Love you, Solo. Starts kicking Ray down, got the advantage. Raking the eyes of Ray. Oh, toothpick. what what kind of move is that in wrestling? Fish hooking. Banned in UFC is fish hooking. So devastating. Tamatonga's been tagged back in. Ray Phoenix from the rope. Lovely clothesline by Tamatonga. Goes for the cover. Ray Phoenix kicks out. Then we get a fire fists headbutt to Ray Phoenix on the floor. Ray Phoenix back up though. Some slaps. Bit of offense, but till Tamatonga pulls him back in. Nice suplex. Tags in Mateo. Kick to the face of Ray Phoenix. Okay. Isolating Ray Phoenix now are the MFTs. Do we see the Wyatts? Do they let their presence be known? These two are probably the best wrestlers in MFT. What, Mateo and Tama Tonga. Don't really get to see that much of Hikuleo. He's just more like the big man, isn't he? Solo, I appreciate Solo, right? I know he gets a lot of bad press, but you know, his comedy timing is pretty decent. I appreciate Solo Sikoa. He isn't the best wrestler, but he's got some comedy value to him. Nakamura. So we're back from the commercial break. Ray's trying to reach to Nakamura, who's been isolated throughout the commercial. Oh, lovely clothesline by Tama Tonga. Clearly takes Ray Phoenix off his feet. Nearly takes his goddamn head off. Tags it in JC. It's all been MFT during the ad break. Solo good in the ring. Hikulero's green, and then there's Tonga lower. Yeah, he's kind of like the needs work. Imagine they sent him back down to NXT. Yeah, you've got to go in NXT Tonga lower to train before you can come and join us again. But you're my main roster. Look at Solo there, just shushing the crowds. There'll be some fan footage on Twitter in the next couple of days of somebody filming him while he sat in that chair, shouting abuse at him, probably. Oh, it's me with the phone. You suck. OMG, Dynamite did 407. Did it? Oh, fucking hell, that shit. Oh, no days will make a video on it. I don't know. This rating system in America completely sucks. I don't think it's a fair reflection of wrestling at all, to be honest. That is, because that's proper AEW numbers right there. Because they are shit. Oh, you know what their high spot was on their show? Mercedes Moné going through a fucking cake. How WWE of AEW. It's the most WWE segment I've fucking seen in my life. They've got a fucking doll thing of fucking Mercedes Moné now. Fucking hell. Honestly, a wrestling show. Wrestling. Fuck off. You fucking tech piss wankers. Well, but it's the best thing ever. Mercedes Moné went through a cake. Yeah, it's like it's never been done before. Oh, Mateo takes down Nakamura. Lovely throw. Tags it in Tama Tonga. Yes, was over 500 last week. I was poor in it. Yeah, he's wrestling in a dire state, but I can understand why WWE is because of the amount of money it costs to watch wrestling these days, especially in the US. I can understand that. So I think if you actually got the proper figures of people what have got VPNs or watching it on Watch Wrestling and stuff like that, there's a bigger picture. And you've got to remember the international audience never gets counted into any of this stuff. Yeah, I don't think wrestling is as in dire straits as people make it out to be. Ray Phoenix goes up top. Tamatonga in a bad mess. Big crossbody. 1, 2. Miss Teo comes in and makes a save. Right now, AEW better wrestling. They have killed ROH, New Japan. Also, Indies ain't as stacked. Yeah, AEW's just killing. I think AEW's the killer of wrestling. They've hold all the independents and just absolutely convoluted their roster. Lovely crossbody by Ray Phoenix taking down Tonga Loa and Tamatonga. Tamatonga gets thrown back into the ring. But Solo is the distraction. Talatonga grabs Phoenix. Talatonga throat slam into the hardest part of the ring. Yeah, I totally agree with what you're saying, Tom. AEW has just sucked up all the talent and not using them. So they don't go anywhere. MFT's win. Talatonga, the difference maker. Him and Eric Rowan. Oh, that's a matchup I need to see. So there's it's Tamatonga what picks up the victory, gets the pin. Is this all we're gonna see? We're gonna get something juicy. Ray Phoenix defeated. MFTs look strong. I mean, I don't like the name, but I get the group. Why can't they just be called the Bloodline? Or the Heritage? I think, was it Retro who came up with that? The Heritage? Anything other than flipping MFT. So Jimmy is asking for a match. Drew McIntyre versus Jimmy Uso tonight. Wait, 16 won't wait till Halloween week. You've got to remember that if they're wrestling at the weekend, they won't want to be on this show. Oh, Julia is getting accosted. Who's that? Oh, Nikki Cross is in the background. Nikki Cross is in the background. There's Nikki. She's lurking. Got Chelsea Green and Alba Fire handing out flyers to be surgeons, but we've got Nikki in the background. Oh, it's finally doing something with Nikki in the female division. Yes, please. She's floating around in the background playing with her hair. That's cool. Will we called demanded like Ricochet group in AEW? Diana James is there with a mobile phone as Nikki disappeared. That could be called demand. Yeah, Nikki's gone now. And Julia's just dismissed Chelsea Green. But yeah, Nikki was just floating around in the background. Looks like Nikki's making her a USA challenge sort of thing. We've seen her before. Let's do something with it, WWE now, please. So we know that the Wyatts are there. We know that Nikki is there. Tiffany versus Diana James. It's not spelt that way, Dave, is it? No. Tiffany v. Kiana James. There we go. Chick Williams versus Ricky Saints tomorrow night. Then we take Paxley taking on JC Jane. Hardy Boys against Dark State. Ethan Page versus Dr. Wagner Jr. Oh, it's from Prescott Valley, so it's not the same area. It's from Arizona, but it's not this arena. So yeah, they're at Prescott Valley. I don't know where that is in like the which area that of Arizona it is, but it's not the same as where they're at today because we're at Tempe. Could be worse. It could be called the Mountain. So we got Tiffany Stratton versus Kiana James next. How appropriate that the two people we've already had on the show, which is Cody, and then we've got Tiffany. Bum, 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 bum. So still to come on this show is Drew McIntyre versus Jimmy Uso. And then we've got the open challenge with Lillian Dragunov. And whatever else we can throw on this show. It was interesting seeing Nikki in the background, though. That was cool. Do something with Nikki. Let's do something with her instead of her just being attached to the Wyatts. I've been saying it for ages that why can't they just put her into the female division and do something with her? Why are we wasted so much time? I just think she's been totally underutilized. It's like 1 hour and 43 away from today's SmackDown. It's 1 hour and 43 away from today's SmackDown. Ah, what the venue? I wonder what you were talking about then. Yeah, I was going to say Arizona's a massive, massive place, isn't it? So, yeah. Yeah, it's an hour and 43 minutes away. Very good. Obviously, they'll deck out that arena or whatever with all Halloween stuff. I hope they do something creative. I kind of like the old Halloween Havocs what WCW used to do. They was really creative with their staging back then. Kind of think we've missed a trick a little bit in WWE. NXT don't do too bad, but we need to have big inflatable bloody pumpkins and a big devil. Oh, we've got that dead and alive bloody match. Was it Day of the Dead? Day of the Dead match thing? The Mexican. Arizona State. Tempe, Arizona. It's a Tempe. Tempe. I need to visit America. I need to go to these places. No disqualification match. So no DQ. So anything goes. Nikki Cross is in the background. Yeah. Tiffany Stratton wearing camo. That means she's naked. Can't see her. Hey, tippy time. Just waiting Kiana James's music to hit. Kiana James, she's coming out with Julia. Honestly, that is one cute lady, Julia. Very nice. Yeah, James, obviously coming back from injury. Not been on a great roll since her return, though. She lost in a squash match in her first match. Tiffany Stratton handing over the championship. Julia retreats out of the ring. It's go time. I guess we might get a videotape from the group. Maybe. Nikki being in the background is interesting because that's just hinting that she could be going after the US Championship. Which, yeah, cool. Let's do something. Let's have Nikki compete. She's not had a match since being a part of the Wyatt Six. What's the point of that? Do you know what I mean? We've got to watch shirt is mini contest. Got to which skirt is mini contest. Oh, yeah. Diana James has always had the mini skirts. I mean, what is the point of that's not a mini skirt, that's a belt. Yeah, Tiffany's wearing a belt. Kiana is the breasts ups. I mean the best. Yeah, for the first time ever, I feel that Tiffany Stratton's more covered up than Kiana James is, which is a comment I never thought I'd ever say. In the boob department, anyway. I mean, yeah, we're not watching a wrestling ability, are we? With Kiana James. We've got to keep with the breast of the action. I mean, the best of the action. Looks like a skirt, doesn't really act like a skirt. I think it's a skirt. Kiana Jeans misses with the kick. We got her roll up. Tiffany gets nice drop kick. Looked like she was going to go get planted. Running in, but shot to the back of the head of Kiana James. Kiana James reminds me of Victoria. She just does. I get Victoria vibes whenever I see her. Big moonsault off of the ring apron. Cartwheels to stand up, but she gets a shot to the face from Tiffany. Julie gets in the face. Distraction. Kiana James throws Tiffany into the barricade outside. Commercial break time. That distraction by Julia. It's hard not to get distracted by Julia, though. Tiffany down. Referee's counting. Gets thrown back into the ring. Not going to win it by count out. Goes for the pin. Six-letter word. What is that sign? I'm trying to read the sign. Six-letter word. They tend to have a little bit more fun during their ad breaks, if you noticed. They tend to do a little bit more playing around, especially like when I've seen like Penta and the New Day and stuff, they seem to play around a little bit during the ad break bit. Maybe they just think they're just not on TV, but they are. You remember the days when we used to stop the play during the pandemic? Julia attacking Tiffany behind the referee's back. So interesting that the referee, there's literally at the side of him, there's this big screen, which the referee can clearly see. And it's like, yeah, what's going off behind me? It's like big screen right there. Just check it out, Mom. Look, see, there's the screen. Can clearly see what's going off. During the ads, it feels a lot more, yeah, live. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's live. Yeah, they tend to do a little bit more experiment stuff and have a bit more of a joke. I have noticed that. I have noticed that. They play act a little bit. I think when Nia was flipping off the crowd a couple of weeks ago, that was during the ad break. And when she did this whole thing was during the ad break. Yeah, feel like they're having a hell of a lot more fun. Yeah, they've got a selective eyesight. Yeah, you are correct. There's a big screen right there, right in front of him. Look at the screen. Beth, look at the screen. It's a bit old days when it was Raw and the big Titatron. And the referees would be like, yeah, I can't see that big screen at all. No, big massive screen thing. No, I can't see it, man. The amount of flipping screens in them venues. I can't see it. Bringing VAR to wrestling would be so much fun. Yeah, put on the rope ref. There was a cheap shot to the back. Right there, just right there, there's a camera. Look. TV screen. We're coming back from commercial break now, so. Cartwheels. Big shoulder barge in to Tiffany. Gained the advantage during the ad break with help from Julia outside. So Tiffany up against it in this match. Lots of encouragement by Julia from the outside of the ring. Kiana James in full control of the WWE champion. But Stratton turns it round. Tiffany manages to drag Kiana James's face into the mat, but having to take a bit of time, she has took quite a lot of punishment during the ad break. Kiana James gets back up to it. They're exchanging blows in the middle of the ring. Back up onto the feet now. Tiffany stops the punch from Kiana James. Stops another punch. Then a knee. Running clothesline. Another clothesline. Tiffany's building momentum. Cartwheels. And that's cartwheel. And here comes the Alabama Slammer. Tiffany getting the crowd up on the feet. Tiffany Stratton rolls her up. Here's the prettiest moonsault. But misses because Kiana James moves out of the way and eats a super kick to Tiffany Stratton. What do you watch? What do we watch? TV. Pixel Strike. Hello, shout out to you. Where you from, dude? Because I am trying to find it. Watch wrestling if you want to watch it for free. If you're in the US, it's on the USA Network. If you're in the UK, it's on Netflix. But try watch wrestling, dude. Go on to Google search, type in watch wrestling, and you should be able to find it on there. But you have to go through a few ads. But do that. Be patient with it, and you should be able to watch. Glad to oblige. And since I've done that for you, slap a like on the stream and subscribe. That's my new trading. Like, I give you something, you give me something. Kiana James, prettiest moonsault. Connects. It's over. 1, 2, 3. Tiffany wins. Up against it in that match, taking on pretty much 2 people. But Tiffany shows the big shock. Julia from behind. Already did both. Lovely. Thank you. Much appreciated. Tiffany's getting beat down from Julia. Big knee to the face. Julia. Music has just hit though. Jade Cargill is on her way. We're talking about her earlier on. Clearly not injured now. Jade Cargill's taking on Julia. Nice super kick. Sizing up for another scissor kick. Takes Julia down. Nice right hand to Kiana James. Jade Cargill making the save. She is back. She's still got that. She's still got a scar there on her face, I believe. Jade turns her attentions to Tiffy, offers her the hand. Does Tiffany Stratton trust Jade Cargill? She does for now. Rather than attack her, Jade Cargill just lifts back up that championship. But you can see there, Jade has got a scar across her eye. Still feeling the effects. Oh, no, she does. Clotheslines Tiffany. It was too soon. We trusted her. We all trusted her. Bad move. Clotheslines Tiffany. Tiffany Stratton into the turnbuckle. And yes, Jade has turned. Beating down Tiffany. Wrestling was, I know it. Jade back for one thing. The WWE Championship. And throws Tiffany into the ring steps. Yes, heel Jade. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Tiffany straight into the ring post and throws it over the announce desk. I mean, we've had 2 people over that announce desk so far tonight. And the beatdown continues. Where's the security? How fast were they for the Drew? Here they come. They were literally there, poised for Drew. And it's like took them ages to get here. And she's starting to try and beat up the referees. That's a fine. She goes back to Tiffany, starts kicking her down again. Come on, JB Noble, do your job, mate. Not doing a very good job at stopping this from happening, are they? I like this, but we need this match again. Why? Because it's wrestling. David Paul, it's wrestling. And we need to get Jade Cargill over. It's about time we get Jade Cargill over. I mean, I know she's still a little bit green, but oh god, she nearly got herself flipping. Oh, she's gone for the leg of Tiffany. She nearly got herself hung there on the flipping cables. Jade Cargill rolls back into the ring. She's after the WWE Championship. She's got the belt. The fans are booing. But the perfect storm has just hit Tiffany. This match. Don't know when this match is going to go down. Is it next week? At Saturday night's main event, or do we wait till Survivor Series for this one? Jade, better as any heel, says Bonkers. I totally agree. You can get away with being clunky as a heel, I feel, because you can say, oh, I meant it. I meant to hit her. Do you know what I mean? So I think you can get away with it. I think Jade's cut has opened. Really? Surely to God that would have been sewed up. We got Dragunov. Open challenge. There's Sammy. He's not medically cleared. But we just have a little bit of a moment between these two. Supposedly. Okay. Love that tattoo. Sammy pretty much said that he wanted Dragunov to take the championship from him. This is something that John Cena started. Yes, the legacy is continuing tonight. Dragunov, open challenge. Who answers the call? I think Dragunov is the perfect person for this. Perfect person. He is so intense. His wrestling, his intensity. Mine's 10. And Daisy's correct. I mean, I know a lot of you guys have seen these matches, but him and Gunter over the years have been perfect. So we have got Dragunov next. We're back on another commercial. Who is Dragunov facing is the question. Sammy telling Dragunov what an open challenge does. Does he know who Dragunov is? Yeah, let's say. Yeah, I think I think going to war is Dragunov's middle name. It's like Dragunov and war. It's like the same thing. Man, the guy is immense. We're at a commercial break. I'm trying not to go to X as much because when we do, I tend to. That's where I get copyrighted. I'm trying to avoid that. Tell you what's fluctuating is my YouTube. My sub count keeps going up and down. I get 2 subs, I lose 2 subs. I get 2 subs, I lose 2 subs. Oh, it's doing my flipping treeing. Can't seem to win. If I don't put a video out, I'll lose a sub. Ah, Shakeen24. Hello, shout out to you. How are you doing, bud? How are you doing, my friend? Actually, let's go, RX. Let's have a nosy. It's just UFC stuff. So Wrestle Votes, Tiffany Stratton for the Women's Championship set for next week's. So there were a bit of a spoiler out there already. What's this? Anyone in New York confirm this is happening right now? Flipping heck is going off in New York. Ah, oh, flipping heck, fake shit. Thursday, TNA Plus World USA. The Hardy Halloween. There's a Hardy Halloween. What the flipping heck? We need NXT wrestlers doing another version of this. What's this? Source said that Candice LeRae has been learning how to produce matches. Ah, it's a new role for Candice LeRae, working behind the scenes. Very cool, very cool. Oh, I can't show that. What's this about? Piper Niven and WWE are trying their best to determine the best course of action, which is regarding the treatment of her injury neck. Don't look good for Piper Niven at the minute. But we're back with the action anyway, so we'll come back to the chat. It's me, Dave. Lol. I know it's you, Shakeen24. Dave, will Seth return to get his revenge on Bron Breakker? Well, he's not going to. It's saying that he's back after WrestleMania, so I mean, it could be sooner than that, to be honest. But yeah, he'll return to get revenge, but not for any time soon. You think it's Nathan Frazier? He could be, because Axiom was on NXT, wasn't he? Could go with Nathan Frazier. I'm just seeing what we just saw minutes ago. Jade turning full heel on Tiffany. Probably have a little bit of a backstage segment. She's not busted open. It's a plaster what she's got over her eye. Kathy Kelly having an interview. The only mistake I made that this patience. I'm not going to ask for it. I'm going to take it. So she's not taking any prisoners. She's going for what she wants. She's not going to wait. She's going to take every advantage. Here comes Lilia Dragunov. Will it be Nathan Frazier? I don't know. Yeah, I actually, the first initial thoughts was Nathan. I felt, I don't know if I want it to be so obvious. But Dragunov only won the US Championship last week. On his return from injury. Last time we saw him was on Monday Night Raw. Great wrestler. Not a character that I'm on board with per se, but his intensity is there. I mean, you want an intense character in wrestling, he's definitely the one. And he's like so like the perfect Gunter opponent, you know what I mean? When you think of wrestling styles, these two are just definitely on par with each other. Their battles in NXT UK and NXT were sublime. Yeah, there's even Michael Cole saying most intense. He's intense with his promos, he's intense in the ring. I think Nakamura would be a perfect opponent for him as well. So Dragunov is going to redress the WWE Universe. I see tears. Why is Dragunov just like literally dropped into tears? You deserve this, and the Dragunov. Get tears, man. What the flip? Most intense. That mean you're crying. Yeah, he had a pretty bad injury. How can you not love heel Jade Cargill? I love. No, I'm all down for Jade Cargill being a heel. You can make mistakes as a heel. You can get away with it and just say it's you meant to do it. As a face, you can't. You can't. You when you make a mistake as a face, you know what I mean. I am going to do a review on the Joe Gacy and Dexter Lumis figures separately because the Wyatt 6 triple pack, unfortunately, it's not out until January here in the UK. It's not in stock until January. So the actual setup, what I've got, is more Halloween. So there will be a review on Joe Gacy and Dexter Lumis. I will be taking them out of the boxes some point this upcoming week. The music has hit. Don't recognise this. Oh, it's Black. Alistair Black. Alistair Black is answering the call. Hello. And there is Zelina Vega. Oh, I'm down for this. Zelina Vega. And there is Alistair Black. Five-star banger, yeah, 5-star banger incoming. This is gonna be flipping good, man. Unless Damian Priest gets involved, of course. Surely to God, are they done with their feud though? I felt that this might have been too. I didn't think they'd do this, but I'm glad they are. That's why I never mentioned Aleister Black. So I just thought he was. I just assumed that he was still pretty much feuding with Damian Priest. But this is an interesting challenge for your first title defense. Dragunov could be taking off more than he can chew. This is. Jeez. Days just got to be peeing on himself. He's got to be peeing on himself. What? What does that mean? Days is peeing on himself. He's just had a little dribble. Smooch criminal. Hello, or smooth criminal. Smooth criminal, shout out to you. Who is smooth criminal? Is that Steve? Oh, smooth criminal. Hello, shout outs to you, smooth criminal. How are you doing, Alistair Black? It is Alistair Black, and obviously Zelina Vega is now being attached. Very reminiscent of Karrion Kross and Scarlett, though, isn't it? I kind of want Karrion and Scarlett back. Very similar. So the United States Championship is on the line. I am smooth criminal, as I love Michael Jackson. Okay, completely fine. Shout outs to you. Male or female? I'm gonna go female. Just curiosity. Think female. I've been hit by a smooth criminal. Well, you've been hit by. You've been struck by a kiddie fiddler. Sorry, I had to do it. I had to do it. I'm sorry. No offense. Michael Jackson moonwalking out of here. My gosh. Annie, are you okay? Annie, are you okay? Smooth criminal, female. You said you like Michael Jackson. That doesn't necessarily mean that you're a dude. Be a female what likes Michael Jackson. We don't gender discriminate on this channel. You could be gender fluid. You're all gender fluid to me. I don't know who I'm talking to. I can't see you. And then if you say that I'm a guy, you're misgendering me. That's not a female. That is a man. Because you say you're a smooth criminal doesn't mean that you're not a woman. Messing you're a dude, then okay. That's all I'm asking. Can't be careful. Got to be careful in these days. Anyway, shout outs to you anyway, smooth criminal. Michael Jackson fan. Come on, motherfucker. I am a female who loves. There you go. I thought it was a dude. It's not. See, I did not misgenderize somebody. Thank you very much. I know when females write in my chat, right? I can just tell. Shakim is just exposing. That's between you and me. Don't tell anyone. All right, okay. How many accounts have you got now, bud? So no, it is. It's a dude. Okay, I've got it now. Well, shout outs to you anyway. Hope you have fun. Too many snowflakes who get offended over shit. Yeah, that's why you've got to be so flipping careful. It's Bailey in disguise. I know who you are. I'm clued in now. I know who you are. No trouble. As long as you're not here to cause trouble, then you can stay. But if you cause trouble, you'll be saying goodbye again. Let's put it that way. James, I've always thought you was a ginger. What? James is black. What are you talking about? He's a black dude. He's James Chadwick. He's so black. He's from the hood. Because his name's James Chadwick. Don't think he's a white dude. There's race discrimination. Who? James, who? I am a good person. I respect it all. James, cast your mind back to a couple of month ago. Somebody what was a regular on this channel, and that will give you an idea of who it is. Bit of a rebel by nature. James, are you serious? James, are you serious? James, you seem like the type to be ginger. No, it's black. James is 100% a black dude. What are you talking about? Have so much fun with that. I actually know what. Everybody knows what James looks like. Oh. Oh, it's a rebel. Robert. I know who it is. Shakim's already just exposed Dade. It's a rebel Irish. Irish the rebel. Raws like Halloween. Raw, not Raws. Jagganoff. This match has been pretty good so far. Jagganoff got that leg brace. Did he have the leg brace last week? He must be just wearing it as protection. Alistair Black getting some elbows. As long as he's here just to have fun and not cause any issues, then I'm not bothered. And past caring, if you get what I mean. Yeah, that's the dude. Yeah, he did. I am not Stone Cold Fella. Well, Shaquem seems to think you are. And I'll go with Shaquem. Shaquem the American Dream. So Zelina Vega gets up, distracts Dragunov. Oh, Dragunov nearly claps his head on the turnbuckle. Meteor by Black. Going to be setting up that black mass anytime. So nice bridge, Pin, Dragunov. No way are they going to do a title change straight after. Dave, what about Pumpkins? What about Pumpkins? David Pumpkins from Saturday Night Live. I haven't been here in a while. Well, yeah, because your last account got banned. That's why. Because I banned your ass. Reasons because I'm not going into anymore because I've done with it. But that's the reason why you haven't been here, because you haven't been allowed. Oh, nice kick to the back of the head of Dragunov. Bonkers, lol, I am not a man. I wished you could prove it. There's no way that you can prove it, but hey, I wished you could. Saying you're not a man don't quite clear it with me anymore. Not in this day and age. Oh, Jaganov, use it. Big lariat clothesline. This That seemed to hurt Jaganov more than it hurt. Well, Alistair Black is like got his head and his legs over the top of his head. Looks very uncomfortable. Going to another ad break. Just give you a real name and stop this madness. Yeah, look, I'm all woman. No woman ever says that. No woman on this planet goes, I'm all woman. Yeah, Irish Rebel, just change your name back on there to something that we know. It's fine. I'm just not unbanning your other accounts. Let's put it that way. And not a younger James, and not a younger brother. Yeah, I heard that you were causing shenanigans in Daisy's chat earlier on. Should have put two and two together, to be quite honest with you. I was born a woman, and I will remain. Look, no woman ever says that. Classic, classic. No woman ever says shit like that. Nah. Boom, boom, boom. Looking to, yes, drop that H, but Black is in position. Drop it during the ad break, though, so he's not going to get it. Alistair Black gets the knee up. Of course, he didn't hit it. Lol, Dave. So we're during the commercial break. Alistair Black looks down. These two are putting on a show. This is awesome chances starting to break in the crowd. Who are the best twins in soccer? Who are the best twins? The Overmars. Or the Bears, the De Boers, Frank and Harold De Boer. Just a guess. I don't know many other twins in football, to be honest. But Harold and Frank De Boer were twins, I believe. The De Boer. Also known, no way, type as well. The gig was up like a minute you put something in the chat. My brother is older, lol. Ent's younger brother might be the clue there. I don't really care who you are, to be honest. But, you know. Oh, really, Tom? Oh, really? Nice kick by Alistair Black. Dragunov teetering on the top rope as we're coming back from commercial break. This match has been fire. But Dragunov has managed to kick Alistair Black off. Just watched DP Premier League players, now NBA stars video repost. What is that for? What's that? What is that about? You could post it if you want to. Not if people are interested. That's up to them. This is it. Yeah, it's a really good match. Drops down, Sonton. Oh, bit of a lazy cover by Dragunov, and Alistair Black kicks out. You've got two stars here what are just hard hitting pro wrestlers, you know what I mean? It reminds me of NXT. What, this match? Very, very NXT. The knee catches Dragunov. Oh, drops Dragunov down. Is this a title change? Dragunov kicks out just. Surely we're not going to have a title change. Surely they don't take the title off him. Oh, that knee connects to the side of the face of Dragunov. Oh, that was sick. Brain buster. Ugh. How close. He's sizing him up, Alistair. Misses. Dragunov hits that missile. But Dragunov is so use the torpedo, Moscow. I need to learn these moves. It's more NXT UK. Yeah. NBC Sports got the rights to show NBA games. Cross promotion. Does anyone care for that video? I won't repost it. We'll just ask the chat. Ask the chat. I'm not bothered. I won't get time to watch it anyway. Zelina Vega grabs the leg of Dragunov, stops the H-bomb. She has been the difference maker. Alistair Black attacks Dragunov from behind. Referee's had enough. Referee is sending her out of there. She has been sent to the back. Referee has had enough. Zelina Vega is sent to the back. Does the chat want it reposted? OMG, referee with common sense. Oh, some music is it. This is Damian Priest. Of course, Damian Priest was going to get involved. He got burnt in the face by Alistair Black. Was that WrestlePalooza? Wrestling was boring. Yeah, this is not. I don't like this. This is why I didn't think Alistair Black would take the challenge, because it was obvious this was going to happen. Yeah, look at the burn on the face of Damian Priest. And there is that torpedo. Moscow gets it. Dragunov gets the 1, 2, 3 and retains. I mean, what a match. But don't like it when it's costed like this. The distractions and it just takes it away a little bit. Damian Priest is now entered the ring. Height is cross. Leon doesn't have side plates yet. And Damian Priest attacks Alistair Black. Looks like somebody's going through the announce desk. And Aleister Black gets thrown to the outside. Yep. We've done 2 similar spots with the announce desk. He's on top of it. And Damian Priest delivering some blows. Oh, there's the... What we're doing, I'm getting some chairs. Aleister Black is trying to get out of there. But it gets thrown back onto that announce desk. Chair underneath is going to go for a concerto. Concerto time. But Zelina Vega gets on the back of Damian Priest, starts raking the eyes. And they make an escape through the crowd. So she's raked the eyes of Damian Priest. Stop the concerto. This feud is setting up for Lola Vice. I can see it. Lola Vice with Damian Priest. Have they announced it though on WWE? They need to. Priest Black. Saturday night's main event, probably. Stacking Saturday night's main event. It's only a 2-hour show. I think he would be putting way too many matches on there. So we're looking back at The Miz and Carmella Hayes, where he came from the back and attacked The Miz. This feud has been brewing for a while. Seen the same spot 2 weeks in a row. Kathy Kelly is with Carmella Hayes. Cross the line. So Miz attacked Hayes. Then Hayes attacked The Miz. There's a lot of mutual respect between them both. So Hayes is saying they're even. I don't think they are, but they're even. This is a weird arena. It's different. Yeah. I don't know if it's the basketball. Here's Kit Wilson. What you're thinking is poisoning the young mind of generations. Is on about male masculinity again. Carmella Hayes versus Kit Wilson made for next week. Toxic medicine. So we have got Jimmy Uso versus Drew McIntyre. That is the night's main event. It's not far away, apparently. Well, we are into the last half hour of the show. Been a fairly decent SmackDown, I've got to admit. It's not been a boring show. A few talking points. Miz going to interfere in that match. What, next week? Yes. They're in Anaheim. So go to the internet while we can. No Wyatts, but we did see Nikki. But there is a good reason why there's no Wyatts, because basically they faced Psycho Clown and Pacquiao tomorrow night, I believe. So maybe they're just setting up for that. Oh, here we go. So this is one of the trainees. What there was on about, one of the latest recruits to new NXT class is Cyril Quadrarelli, who is formerly known as Gail Blank. So this guy is an NXT trainee. So we saw them names earlier on. That is why we saw them names earlier on. Oh God. Do I enlarge this for you guys? Yeah, we're going to enlarge it for you guys. There you go. Little treat. Commercial breaks are good. I can't show you too much of that though, unfortunately. I can show you that though. I just can't show you boobs. Ding dong hello. It's Bailey. Yes, we see you. There's the performance center. Let's actually see some up-to-date posts. Jacy Jane explains difference between working NXT and TNA. She believes that TNA helped put her on the map as a singles wrestler, build in NXT the structure. How you everything you have to hit specifics. So she was a TNA star then before NXT. Fascinating. I didn't even know that. Seth Rollins, Naomi, 2025 Money in the Bank winners. They've both become world champions after cashing in. And then they both have to vacate the championship. Interesting facts. That is true. One got pregnant, and I don't think he got pregnant. Oh, here we go. What's this about Lacey? So Lacey Lane has revealed that she hated her Caden Carter ring name in WWE. All right, and that's better. Lacey Lane is better than Caden Carter, mate. I think you've chose poorly there. When I tell you I hate the name, it was so basically in NXT. There was a time where you were going up live on TV USA explaining NXT. But they just sent me a list from 1 to 10. Caden was down at 9 or 10. Ended up picking that one. He was like, I like Hayden. Alright, so her name, she hated her name choice. But she got a better one with Lacey Lane. Yes, that is what you are seeing. Women are rubbing men's. Yeah, that's all you need to see. Dragunov is backstage. I'll go to that movie's next commercial. There's Nathan Frazier and Axiom. Nikki, Rhea, Io, Rhea, and Bailey. Raquel, Kyrie, Asuka, Roxanne, Becky at War Games. Probably what they are setting up. That'd be interesting. I could see it. We're going to do a crazy War Games match. Lacey, Lane, Jacy Jane. Yeah, it's very similar. How do you not like Caden Carter? I thought that was a very interesting ring name. Pinky in the Brain. Tommaso Ciampa, Johnny Gargano, Candice LeRae, who's Candice LeRae is learning producing right now. Doing a lot of producing backstage, so that's interesting. That's why you guys haven't done anything about it. You're scared. They retreat again. Oh, hang on. We've got Tama Tonga setting his eyes on these two. Goes like that. The Tama Tonga has just accosted Frixium. Oh, we've got Alexa Bliss and Charlotte. Oh, so Bayley's posted a challenge on social media. Oh, Bayley and Lara taking on Charlotte and Alexa Monday Night Raw. Oh, here's Nia. Caden Carter went with Katana Chance as well. That's why people called them KC2. Yes. That storyline between her and Alexa Bliss was probably one of the worst. Because one minute Alexa was being bullied by Nia, and then Nia got bullied by Alexa. Oh, fucking hated that fucking feud. They could be building Nakamura, Phoenix, Faxium, Sami Zayn, MFT at War Games if Wyatts don't show up. Wyatts will be in catering, what we're on about. Nia, see you next week. So Alexa's got a tag team match on Monday Night Raw versus Lara with Charlotte Flair against Lara and Bayley. And then she's got a singles match against Nia Jax next week, apparently. But we ain't bothered about that because we've got Drew McIntyre versus Jimmy of Uso. No DQ time. So we still no wiser on who attacked Jacob Fatu. Number one suspect is McIntyre, according to Jimmy, but that we could get that all figured out by the end of this match because the persecutors could come out and go, hang on, wait a minute. You thought it was Drew? Aha, it was me. J.J. McIntyre. Let's go back because I did want to look at that movies thing. Some of the movies what are coming out in 2026. So we've got Mercy, The Bride, Project Hail Mary. We've got Super Mario Bros. Galaxy movie. That could be fun. Don't know what Michael is. Mortal Kombat 2. Mandalorian Grogu. Looking forward to that. Toy Story 5. We've got Supergirl. Minions 3. Moana, which is the live action Moana with The Rock. The Odyssey. Watervale Street. What the hell's that? Resident Evil. It's getting another redo. Tom Cruise new movie, whatever that is. Street Fighter. That's obviously with Cody and Roman. Surprise on the Reaping. Narnia is getting a redo. Avengers Doomsday and Doom Part 3. Looks very interesting. Mandalorian Grogu, we'll see that. Supergirl, not sure about. Don't know if anybody's watched Mortal Kombat 1. The only one I've watched is the Christopher Lambert one. Mortal Kombat. I don't know what we're looking at here. Don't know if we. Oh, she's just flatlined with the dumbbells, and he does not give a fucking monkey's rat's ass. He does not care. I'm getting phlegm left, right, and centre. Sorry if I've been poorly all over you guys. That's Thea Hale. She was in Evolve. Yeah, Angle believes that Chad Gable could be the main eventer in WWE. God, we'd love that for him. Halloween. How goes this a picture of? Some woman on a beach. Oh, this is a good picture. Wow, look at that as a poster for Halloween Havoc. In Soul's honor. Whoa, that is sick. Look at that for a poster. Zaria, that's Soul Zaria. And she's got Blake Monroe in her brain. Dick in it. I love that. That's awesome. Look at this guy just cheating. Little bro really broke the whole system. Yeah, he's just cheating. Look at him. Don't drop the ball. He's dropped the ball. Wow, that's impressive. How to break the record. That's one way of doing it. We're during the commercial break. Come on. Here we go. This is what we're talking about. This dude. What looked a bit like Lance Archer. But some people were calling him this dude here. Don't know who he is, but apparently he has wrestled before. So, Doug Malo, the wrestler who pushed off Riot. Oh, right. So, this is the guy with Psycho Stu. So, when Raya Jackson attacked Psycho Stu, this guy is the one that pushed him off. That's why we know him. Okay. So, Doug Malo. There we go. That's him exposed. So he's the guy what pushed off Raya Jackson during the that fight. There you go. That's him exposed. You learned something new. That will be on Days as Unseen, but you've seen it here first. You're welcome. And that's Nathan Angel. I've just joined X and WWE, but no big deal. So this is a guy what's just joined NXT recruitments. We will be seeing him in up and coming weeks, months. So yes, Nathan Angel. Let's give him a follow. Boom, because he's going to be a future star. Boom, that's it. Enough for that. But we're back in the action. We have started. Drew McIntyre hits the barricade. I've actually just been. My chair's broken, I think. I think I've just dropped a level. Drew beating up Jimmy in the corner. Jimmy slapped to the face of Drew McIntyre. Slaps to the chest. Kick to midsection of Jimmy. Dun, 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 Jimmy. Would it be fun? And I'm just spitballing. Wouldn't it be fun if it was Cody what took out Jacob? Cody did it. That'd be a fascinating twist. Clothesline to Drew, sends him out of the ring. It's all Jimmy at the moment. Jimmy's going to fly. Suicide gets caught with the right hand from Drew. Jimmy down. Meets the ring steps now. Drew's head hits the steps. Nice punch to the neck area of Jimmy. Drew's had enough. He's leaving. We're going outside. We're going into the crowd. Taking it into the crowd. Obviously, no disqualification, so all things go. We've got Shotzi in the crowd. Got Shotzi in the crowd. What's she doing there? Putting a bit of weight since last time we saw her. Oh, we're going to do a suplex on the hard flooring. And it's Drew what gets suplexed. Love the chairs. Look at them colourful chairs. You do get the right to pay for them chairs. They can take them on with them. Drew gets thrown back over the barricade to ringside. Jimmy convinced that it was Drew what attacked Jacob. There's no evidence. He's just convinced. It's going under the ring. But we're getting kendos out. We know we're going to the pop. We're going for the table. And because we haven't had a Slim Jim mentioned tonight, so we need to have that sponsorship on TV. There we go. There's Slim Jim. There you go. We go to a commercial. Jimmy's struggling to get the table into the ring. Joe batters Jimmy. Stops him getting that table set up. Joe asking the cameraman to move out of the way. We're going to get thrown into the barricade again. Jimmy meets the barricade. Joe just spat out something then. Feel like he's got an effects with his chest area or stomach. Hits Jimmy's head into the table, which is not set up yet. So that would have to hurt. Because it's like the corner of the table that Jimmy's head hit. Referee checking in on him. Jimmy shocked by what's just happened. Joe's just giving him time. Referee's made sure that he's alright, of course. Lifts Jimmy up, delivers the right to Jimmy. Yeah, the commentators are saying that there's just like Jimmy's attacked him with no evidence. There's nothing saying that Drew has attacked Jacob. He's just assumed. Just making wild accusations, but with your fists. Drew sizing up Jimmy again. But Jimmy stops it. Slap to the chest of Drew. Jimmy. Reversal though by Drew McIntyre. Oh, sends Jimmy down. We'll go for a pin. But there's a kick out. Coming back from the commercial break, there was a push. Drew, angry, of course, at Jimmy. Oh, flipping that first yawn of the stream. What's going on? Kicks it down. Nice spinning kick sends Drew outside of the ring. Jimmy's going to go running. been a solid SmackDown. I'm not, just nothing. Oh, it's getting the fan to give him a hand. Great moment for that fan, but gets caught belly to belly. Sends Jimmy into the matting outside the ring. Great moment for the fan to lend a hand. Like I say, it's been a solid show. I don't know if there's anything what's blown me away, but been a solid SmackDown. Jake Cargill attacking Tiffany Stratton was probably one of the major red lines. Yeah, I could probably vibe with that. They are doing that match at Saturday night's main event. Damian Priest distracts Aleister Black. And MFT defeated Rey Fenix and Nakamura. Drew goes for a chair. It's the ribs. Chair shot to the back of Jimmy. Drew McIntyre with a big, massive smile on his face. So Corey Graves is saying, stop accusing Drew McIntyre with no facts. Michael Cole adamant that it's Drew McIntyre what attacked Jacob last week. I'm just not feeling this. I hate being negative. You take home what you want to take home from stuff, though. I mean, I don't know. What wrestling Russ? What parts are you not getting? What part of the show is just not hitting home for you? Just so I can uh, get some feedback. What's not hit home for you tonight? Claymore, Jimmy's on the chair, but moves out of the way. Leg sweep, and it's Drew's head what hits the chair. I feel that this is way out. I will give this a major point is that we've got a match here based on an assumption. A wild assumption. There's no fact to this match. Jimmy has got a match with Drew McIntyre because Jimmy believes that Drew McIntyre attacked Jacob Fatu. That's the premise of this match. In a court of law in America, this match would never have hold. So yeah, we've just got an assumption. No fact, no valor to this whatsoever. Corkscrew takedown. Big Jim. Just a kick out. Yeah, I can see where this match does not make much sense. But wrestling doesn't make sense anyway, so it's completely fine. Now Jimmy's got the chair. We need to know, probably by the end of the show, who did attack Jacob Fatu. Jimmy, pure his chair shots. We're setting up Slim Jim for Big Jim. It's Big Jim, not Slim Jim. But is Joe going to heat Slim Jim? Or is it Big Jim? DDT by Drew changes the momentum. Jimmy kicks out. Flip up by Drew, even though it's probably hurt himself. There's a lot of blood. There's blood on the shoulder of Drew McIntyre. I don't know whose blood that is, but Drew McIntyre through a table. Samoan drop. Samoan drop through the table. He's going up top for a Russo splash. Good finish. I like this match. Oh, the chair. Drew McIntyre gets up on his feet, hits the chair into the face of Jimmy. Claymore. We're going to get a Claymore. Boom. Connects. Jimmy down. That is it. 1, 2, 3. Drew McIntyre wins. Blood. Sam. Yeah. Blood. But whose blood? Who's bleeding? I thought that Drew was bleeding on the top of his nose earlier, but that doesn't look like that's where it's come from. So, is it? I mean, he's got. Is it just blood off his shoulder where he's gone through the table? He was bleeding before the table spot. He had blood on his shoulder before the table. So it wasn't that what cut him. Yeah, you can see the cut there on his shoulder. Yeah. Sam. One of your boys has got blooded, Sam. What? You need to go and take care of your boy. We've still got time. No, there's about 2 minutes left. Drew's not finished. Cody's got to come out and make the save. Oh, he's got Jimmy and he's put the chair on his neck and he's choking Jimmy out with the chair. Maybe it's ketchup. He did go into the crowd, so they could have sprayed ketchup on him. That's what it is, Tom. Yeah, it's just ketchup. Oh, the security team come down. Jason Jordan, Kenny Dykstra. But here comes Cody. He's changed clothes. He's had enough of that suit and he's got his jacket up on now. So Cody attacking Drew. We still don't know who attacked Jacob. This match has been for what? Drew McIntyre gets dumped over the announce desk. But not, well, over the barricade near the ring bell, sorry. Cody gets back into the ring. Jimmy's but he's turned his back on Drew. This is obviously a mistake. Because Drew McIntyre's getting back onto his feet. Of course he is going to deliver a Claymore to Cody. There he is, he's back in. Cody's going to eat a Claymore, and he does. Mate. Drew is stood tall at the end of this week's SmackDown, but we still have major questions. Who attacked Jacob? Why did this match happen? And Cody is the one humbled by Drew McIntyre. That is this week's SmackDown. Let me know what you thought. What's your scores? Get your thoughts in. I thought it's a solid show. I'm not down on this week's SmackDown. It's solid. I'm going to give it a 6.75. I'm not quite at a 7, but I'm there. That's where I'm at. It's a solid show. Hasn't blown me away, but I think there's enough in there to give it a good mark. Good appetizer for tomorrow night, which that show is just going to absolutely bang. 100%. Five out of 10. Other question was blood or ketchup. We'll go with ketchup. Yeah, we'll go with ketchup. Why not? Dave Good night, brother. Yep, thanks for joining Wrestling Russ. Shout out to you, my friend. We're back live tomorrow night for Halloween Havoc. Yeah, if you're around, please stop by and say hi. 5 out of 10. So we've got 6.5, says Dylan. We've got a 5 from Wrestling Russ. It's fine. It's completely fine. England face Brazil tomorrow, but it's England, Liverpool are in action first. Yes, actually it is. Thank you, James. Right, we are going to call it a night, and I will see you all tomorrow for Halloween Havoc. Yeah, it's going to be an interesting stream tomorrow because obviously the clocks go back an hour. So as much as tired we get, we'll just benefit from an extra hour's sleep, which is always good. I told you in the picture. Go look at it. You told me in a picture. What picture? What we're talking about? All right. Okay. All right. You've got some stuff. All right. Okay. I did not see. Okay. Yeah, these look really cool actually. So we'll bang a like on it. Shaquem, Dave, Brentford, Liverpool is 8 p.m. kickoff. Yeah, I know I'm going to be watching it. I would do a watch along, but we've got Halloween Havoc pretty much straight afterwards, so I don't fancy doing 2 streams to be fair. But I am watching that Brentford Liverpool game. I've got it on my mind. I know. TNT Sports. All right, so you've got 2 Cena's LA Knight to that CM Punk. Wow, is that CM Punk or Randy Orton? Randy Orton, isn't it? So you've got 2 Randys. Who is that? Is that CM Punk or Randy? Because that's Randy. Who's that one? Answer me, Shaquem. So you got RKO. Oh, it is Randy. Yeah, it's Randy. So you got a couple of duplicates. They've not come out here in the UK yet, these, but I am interested to get them once they do. Same straight after United game. Oh, you've got a busy night then, bud. Oh, is this hit angle on edge, prank on edge? Boom. Anyway, that is it for tonight. We will be back tomorrow for Halloween Havoc. So shout outs to everybody in the chat. Thank you for stopping by and saying hi. They are freaking cool. They do look good, actually. I am interested in getting them. There's a CM Punk one. But yeah, once they come out in the UK, I will be picking some of them up. Indeed, I do. Awesome. Anyway, awesome. Anyway, catch you all tomorrow night. Halloween Havoc. I've been Dave in real life. You guys have been awesome. Till the next time. Bye for now. Love you all.